They dive and they rise from the ocean's murky depths to its sun-kissed shallows, rousing fear and awe like no other.
Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Nature is Phenomenal. Here is how to survive a shark attack. Before you get in the water, number 1, river mouths might not be the best place to swim. Pierce recommends avoiding estuaries, particularly where there are bull sharks, which along with great whites and tiger sharks are the most likely to attack humans. An awful lot of attacks occur in river mouths, where there is silt and other material in suspension in the river. People washing their clothes, people washing themselves, says Pierce, who has spent time in Jeffreys Bay, South Africa, where Fanning's encounter occurred Sunday. Number 2, avoid fishing boats. Before you jump in the sea, have a look around the horizon. What do you see? If you see fishing boats, Pierce says, forget it. If fishermen are catching fish or struggling with fish in the water, that's one of the prime attractors for a shark. So when you've hooked a fish before you've landed it on the boat, the whole time it's struggling in the water, it's likely to be emitting fluids, leaking blood and acids, all the signals that would attract a shark. It doesn't matter the size of the fishing operation either. Whether the commercial or recreational fishermen, they're often discarding material, fish they don't want, fish parts, gutting fish. They're effectively putting chum in the water and bringing around sharks.
Craft, you're looking for a new boat?
Number 3, mistaken identity. Swimming early in the morning or late at night can be lovely, but it's also the time when a shark attack is most likely. A shark approached surfer Mike Fanning at a tournament in South Africa on Sunday. A lot of shark attacks are cases of mistaken identity, Pierce says, due to reduced visibility and identification ability on behalf of the shark. Number 4, don't bleed or pee in the water. Sharks have an extraordinary sense of smell and can detect a drop of blood in several 100 million parts of water. Blood indicates the presence of something to eat and may attract sharks, says Pierce. But what's often not realized is that urine has the exact same effect. And if you're sitting on a surfboard in the water all day, you're peeing all day through your wetsuit. Pierce also says women who are menstruating should stay on the beach, and that people who cut themselves while swimming should get out of the water. If you find yourself in the middle of an attack, number 1, don't panic. So you're being circled by a shark. It's not the best thing that's ever happened to you, but the worst thing you can do right now is panic. Don't start splashing around. You're just going to excite, incite, and encourage the shark's interest. Humans, apes, dogs, and cats all have paws and hands. If we want to explore something, we pick it up and we touch it, we feel it, we put it to our nose. A shark has got no paws or hands, so if it wants to explore something, the only capability it's got to do is to put it in its mouth. That's why we often get exploratory bites which don't result in death and sometimes don't even result in serious injury. If you go swimming and splashing away, you're almost inviting the shark to come give you an exploratory or an attack bite. Number 2, maintain eye contact. As the shark swims around you, keep your head on a swivel and try to maintain eye contact. Sharks are ambush predators. If you're turning around and facing it the whole time while it circles you, it's not going to be half as comfortable as if it's able to sneak up from behind. Number 3, stay big, or get small. This is where it gets complicated. If a shark is clearly in attack mode, you need to make yourself as big as possible in the water. The bigger you are in the water, the more respect you'll get. But if the shark seems to simply be passing through, roll up into a ball. If a shark sees you as a competitor for its food source, that can be only one reason it attacks you. If one didn't want to be seen by a great white shark as a competitor, and if it wasn't showing massive interest in that person, he or she could actually just curl up in a ball so that the shark shows less interest. Number 4, don't play dead. This isn't a bear, it's a shark. If you find yourself in an aggressive encounter, give it hell. Punch, kick, and poke at sensitive spots. But be careful where you aim. There's all this talk about punching a shark in the nose. That's okay, but remember that just underneath the nose is a mouth. This is a moving object in the water, and you're not staying still either. So what you don't want to do is end up effectively punching at the mouth or anywhere near it. A good shot to the gills could also do the job. The gills are very sensitive, giving the shark a whack in the gills isn't such a bad idea. And if you're carrying anything with you, use that as a weapon. If you're a diver with an underwater camera, use it. If you're a snorkeler, rip it off and use it to poke the shark. Number 5, cut off the angles. If you're a diver and you run into trouble, try to get into a position where the shark can't get behind you. Keep your back to something like a coral reef. Then you've only got one direction to look. You're protected from behind, and that enables you to keep the shark in sight in front of you, and maybe swim to the top of the reef, slowly to where your boat is. Number 6, slowly back away. This goes back to the first point, displacing the least amount of water possible, no thrashing or splashing around, and gradually swimming backwards away from the shark towards the shore. You must try and keep the animal in sight, and very slowly and gently try and swim backwards and get into shallow water. Again, you've got to be careful. Large sharks can attack in very shallow depths. Doing the above may help to a degree, but Pierce says the likelihood of escaping an attack from a big shark without injury is slim. If a white shark is in full attack mode, he says, there's not much you're going to be able to do at that point. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. With that, I'll see you in the next video.